Hi, everybody. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to come online. Okay, so hello. How are you guys doing? I'm just woken up. I'm having my coffee. Kids are asleep, so. Right, so I've got a few of you on here now. So I just wanted to pop on here because I am personally going through the stage of applying for a visit visa. Not for me, I am British. I'm doing it for my husband. Right. So first of all, let's go through the requirements. There's many different ways that we can apply for a tourist visa. You can have a sponsor. So the sponsor would be someone in your home, in the country that you're wanting to go to. Um, this sponsor can show that they're either paying for your visit to go or they're helping with accommodation. So there's different types of sponsors as well. So, me personally, we're not going to use a sponsor. What we are going to do is we're going to reserve hotel to the dates that we want. So we're thinking of going for a week. So my husband and myself, we will reserve a hotel for those dates whilst applying for the visit visa, which means that we do not need a sponsor when going. However, people like to choose a sponsor route. So, say you've got a family back in the UK or Spain or whichever country you're thinking of going to. Ours is UK based, so I'm going to be speaking mostly about the UK. Say I wanted to go and stay with my family in the UK. What we would do is we would have them write a cover letter to prove that there is enough space in their house to accommodate us. So you do not need to give the rent tenancy, or if you're the landlord, you don't really need to give any documents about the house itself. Just enough evidence to prove that you are renting that house or they are the landlord. Just any bills really, electric or water on their name, just to prove that they're living in the address that they're giving. So, having that out of the way, what would happen is the sponsor would write a cover letter using the dates that we give them to say, we're coming on the 8th to the 12th or something. So, in the cover letter, whoever is sponsoring you will say, I am ready, I am willing to look after these visitors until these dates. We have a 3-bedroom house, so they do have room to be in 1 bedroom. Um, so what it means is that they're not sofa surfing, they're not sleeping in their living room, because that can also reject the decision when it comes to getting a tourist visa. You have to make sure that the accommodation is fit for you, so you have enough space to stay there, and that you have got permission to stay in the accommodation that you're giving. So, like I said, the sponsor in the cover letter should write how many days they're giving permission for that person to stay, that they have enough room for that person to stay, and also just giving a few bills to prove that they are staying in the address given. The way we are doing it, like I said, is we're going to reserve a hotel. So when it comes to the financial part of the visa, they don't, when you have to show that you have enough money to look after yourself when you're in that country, right? So they do not count the flights or the hotel. You have to have extra spendings. So what me and my husband are going to do is we are going to reserve a hotel for the dates that we want and have the flights for the same dates to prove that, we're after the flight, we're going straight to the hotel. The last day of the hotel, we're going straight to get on a flight to come back. So it all has to combine together. That is also very important. So they don't question, oh, but your flight's the next day. Why will you be staying for that day? They can't really ask. They don't call up, and ask these things saying, oh, but you've booked out of your hotel, but you've your flight's tomorrow. They don't say that. But in the near future, if you're thinking of applying for different visas, this could affect it. So my opinion is to just be consistent and make sure that everything goes smoothly. So as I said, we will be reserving hotels and flights for the same dates. Um, we won't be giving any money to the hotel until the visa is approved, because obviously that would be a waste of money. But we definitely need to show in the cover letter, in the documents whilst applying for the visa, that we have reserved the hotel, that this is where we're going to stay. We're not using a sponsor, we're accommodating ourselves. So, like I said again, that money you don't really need to show. Um, it's mostly like for the week, they say that you need about, what was it, 7,000, 8,000 Turkish lira, because obviously I'm in Turkey going to the UK. So that right now would be about 600 to £650, which sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. Because if you think, when you're staying in the hotel, you have to go out and have lunch, breakfast, dinner, the whole day. So what we're really doing is proving that we can take care of ourselves when we're on the holiday, that we've got enough money to eat. If anything was to happen with the accommodation, say we didn't like the hotel, we have got enough money to change hotels and pay an extra fee, or whatever happens when you're on holiday. So yeah, we have to show at least £100 a day every day that we're there on holiday, which is fair. So, it's not, like I said, it's not a lot of money as long as you can save that up. Another big mistake that people make during this time is, like I said, you need £100 a day whilst you're on holiday. Well, what lots of people like to do is take a bunch of money and shove it in their bank account. Say my husband now, he's getting 3,000 to 4,000 lira. It changes with the amount of hours he works, right? So say 4,000 lira he's getting every month. His insurance is being paid. Um, it's all going smoothly. And we've got certain money coming in, certain money going out for bills. Well, what the office sees is that if we just put 10,000 lira out of nowhere into the bank and then apply for the visit visa, of course this is going to question the decision, because I don't know why, but they don't like to see a big sum of money going straight into their bank. They don't believe that it's real, because obviously it isn't. You're getting 4,000, 4,000. Even if you say that you save that up and it just goes straight into the bank, this can also knock back your decision, the decision being given. So we need to be very, very careful that, say you want to go in 2 months, do not put a big wad of money straight into the bank, because there will be a refusal. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure, but if you say that you have a certain amount of savings on the side in cash, I don't think they would question that too much. Like I said, I am not 100% sure, but if it's not in the bank statement, they don't really know. So what we are intending of doing is taking about 7,000, 8,000 lira saved money in cash. So we will write this on the cover letter showing, that we have got a savings for the holiday, but it isn't in the bank account because, we've drawn it out, we've saved it, we've put it to the side, which we have done a bit of the money, obviously not all of it. We will be getting help from other people. But I want to kind of play it safe. So me personally, I'm not going to put a certain amount of money in the bank because, like I said, I know that would be a straight decline. Right. So moving on to the accommodation and the sponsorship, getting the actual visit visa. Let me just double check. It was 60. I think it was 60 to 70 pounds for a normal 6-month visa. Let me just double check that with you guys. By the way, you can always look on gov.co.uk to get all of the information that I am talking about from here. Okay. Okay, for some reason it's given this in dollars. So for a short term, up to 6 months. So we say that we're going there for a week, but you can always come back to Turkey, go back to the UK. You can go in and out as many times as you want because you have got a 6 months visit visa, right? So the 6 months visit visa is $134. Let's check how much that is in pounds. $134. That's about £100, £98. Let's have a look what it is in Turkish lira. Yeah, it's about 1,200 lira. That is just to apply for the visa itself. Now, I haven't actually started the process completely. I haven't done the online form or anything. But we are sent to the closest English consulate here in Turkey, which I think the closest for me is Izmir. You also have one in Istanbul and a few other places. I can't remember right now, but we will be going to Izmir. So we will go and we will give our biometrics. He'll get his fingerprint scanned and pictures given. It's kind of it all just being sent off at that time. I do not know right now if there will be an extra fee for that. I'm guessing there will be, but I can't say what price exactly because, like I said, I have not got to that process yet. But I will make sure that I will update you with the prices. And if there's any other documents needed, or there can be so many different things needed that we don't even know about. The information that I'm giving out now is what I've seen on the internet. On Facebook, there's a few people that have put in, obviously, a visit visa application. And from what they have asked and what the comments I have seen and the documents and folders that have been attached to these posts, this is the information that I'm giving you based on that. Hopefully, in the next 2 weeks, we will be applying ourselves. So I will definitely be doing a video on applying online. I can show you the application that we're putting in step by step when registering. I will definitely be videoing when we're going to the biometrics office. Every step that I am going to do, I will definitely be sharing with you because the only sources that I can go by right now is Facebook or the internet. And I don't know why, but on YouTube, they don't have like a vlog where they're showing what each step takes. There's lots of people talking about it, giving the information, saying, you need to do this, you need to do that. This is the easiest route. This is the easiest route to go through. But for me, it's very, very complicated because obviously as well, everyone's situation is different. But I'm hopefully going to share with you the steps of the way I have done it, and maybe for you to kind of be with me and do it with me, it might give you a bit more confidence as well to apply and do it yourself. Because right now, to be honest, I am a little bit worried because there's documents involved. If this visa gets a refusal, it can be very, very hard when applying again. So I want to try the best that I can, to get this one right. Another thing that I want to point out to you as well is that you have to have very, very strong ties to the country that you're coming back to. We are very lucky because we have a house and 2 cars on my husband's name. Like I said before, he gets a good wage, it's consistent, he gets his insurance paid. So we are going to ask for a cover letter from work as well to show that he is going on his yearly leave. And like I said, we're going to make sure that the dates are all exactly the same throughout going on holiday and coming back, and the amount of time he's being able to get off from work to coming back as well. So, yeah, you really, really, when applying, please make sure that you have at least a car or a house on your name. Or when working, you have a very stable income coming in and your insurance is being paid. Just prove that you are working with a company or with someone, or if you're self-employed, just make sure that you give the correct starting dates to now when working, just so that when they do research you, it all comes up. Because imagine you're giving your life to someone with just a few documents and papers. you know they're deciding based on a few details that you have given. So in the cover letter, say financial wise, you haven't been paid 1 month or something, write it in the cover letter. you know whatever question you've got in your head, oh, should I have added that document? Or, oh, our financial requirement, our wage is okay, but I wasn't paid last month, what would happen? As long as it's been consistent until that time, and say you haven't had 1 month's pay for whatever reason, the virus, COVID or family issues or something, write it in the cover letter, just as long as they can see that you have had it up to that date. And obviously there's been a problem, but it will carry on being okay. All you really need to do is just reinsure them. So like I said, anything that is a little bit out of the ordinary, that isn't straightforward, just write it in the cover letter. That's one very good thing that they are giving us, that we can talk and express the situation that is going on based on the documents. We can write it onto the cover letter explaining thoroughly why this is that and why that has been written, but it doesn't add up on the bank statement or sponsorship. Anything, just write it in the cover letter. That's as much information as I can give right now, because as I said, I haven't physically done it myself yet. But in the next 2 weeks, we will definitely be starting this route. So I will be vlogging every step that I take, to show you guys either how easy it is or how hard it is. Like I said, I don't know how it's gonna work just yet, but we'll all learn together. So this week, what I'm doing is I'm applying for my kids' passports. So I will be doing a video on that because I'm in Turkey. I gave birth to both of my girls here in Turkey. So they are dual citizenship, but I need to apply for their passports from here. So applying from abroad and then having someone clarify who they are, and then the waiting time of how long it takes for the passports to come. All of that information will be given in another video, not here on live, but on my channel itself. I'll definitely be sharing the steps that I am personally going through. It was lovely to talk to you guys. I hope you're all doing well. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below. Like I said, I've just tried to give as much information that I know based on the internet, but I think when I show us actually doing it, it will ease all of us, at least the people that are trying to get their spouses or their friends to the UK. So I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.